A fire broke out at a residence in northeast Jamestown this afternoon. The Jamestown Fire Department responded to the blaze at approximately 11:35 a.m., but say the fire had been burning before they had been contacted. Jamestown Fire Department Deputy Chief Jerry Nies said, quote, "Our initial attack was on the west side, then we entered into the east residence door. At that time, we realized the fire had been burning for a long time before we got the call," end quote. Responders fought the fire for over 2 hours before they were able to get it under control. Nies says the residence incurred an extensive amount of interior damage. No injuries were reported as a result of the fire. Authorities have apprehended a Fargo man who evaded them in a cornfield for over 11 hours. Dylan Peterson had fled into the field after an alleged gun incident in a car with his girlfriend on Interstate 29. After the incident was reported, authorities searched for Peterson with helicopters, airplanes, and heat-seeking devices. Peterson was found curled up on the ground with a pellet gun to his head. Authorities were unaware of what kind of gun Peterson had. Peterson has been charged with 4 felonies. Hairball will be performing in the Jamestown Civic Center tomorrow night. Hairball is a 1980s tribute band that parodies and impersonates notable bands from that era, such as Def Leppard, Kiss, and others. The night begins at 8:30 with a performance by Junk FM. Hairball will perform following Junk FM. Tickets are $15 and are available at the Civic Center and Cork and Barrel Liquor. A retired Valley City pastor has donated around 28 tons of produce to the Great Plains Food Bank. All this week, more than 200 Valley City State University students and other volunteers have been helping harvest the produce, all of which was grown and donated by Dan Faust. Faust has been helping the food bank for several years now by donating the produce he grows. The Great Plains Food Bank helps feed the hungry in North Dakota and western Minnesota. A top al-Qaeda leader was killed today in Yemen. Anwar al-Awlaki was a U.S.-born leader for the terror organization. He was considered al-Qaeda's most dangerous English-speaking propagandist and had constructed multiple terrorist plans, including using weapons of mass destruction against the United States and other Western nations. Al-Awlaki also inspired many violent attacks, including the Fort Hood shooting. He was killed this morning in an American drone strike. A senior administration official in Washington says the killing of Awlaki was important due to his importance in al-Qaeda. The official said, quote, "First and foremost, we've been looking at his important operational role. To the extent that he's no longer playing that role, it's all to the good," end quote. Now for the weather. Here's Jessica Gulseth, and the weekend looks like it'll be rather sunny. Doesn't it, Jessica?
Thanks, Matthew. And yes, it looks like it'll be sunny this weekend, but also a little windy too. And all this talk means one thing. It's finally Friday, and like we expected, it was a little cooler today. This afternoon we saw a high of 59 degrees, and tonight we will see a low of 42 degrees. If you have thoughts of taking one more family trip or simply going to the lake, take your chances. This weekend will be a good weekend to do so. Like I said, it will be sunny Saturday and should warm up to about 73 degrees. Again, it will be breezy, but more so tomorrow than it was today, so be aware of that. Sunday will again be sunny with a high in the upper 70s. Monday still looks nice with temperatures in the low 70s. Tuesday looks mostly sunny and slightly warmer than Monday as we see highs in the upper 70s. Wednesday will be warmer yet. We might see 80 degrees again here in Jamestown. So let's cross our fingers. Next week looks like a good week, and this weekend will be beautiful. Have a nice week in Jamestown, and to you, Matthew, as well.
Thanks, Jessica. There's a slate of games for several Jamestown College athletic teams this weekend. Tonight, volleyball played Minot State University in the Hanson Center. The Jimmies were looking to win their second match in a row. Tomorrow, the Jimmy volleyball team also has a game. They take on Dakota Wesleyan, also at the Hanson. Tomorrow's game starts at 7. Football is on the road in Valley City tomorrow. The Jimmies are trying to build off a strong win last week as they compete in the annual rivalry game against the Vikings. Tomorrow's game starts at 1 o'clock. Men's and women's soccer are playing at the Rotary Field on Sunday. Both the men and women will be playing Rocky Mountain College. The men's game starts at 1 and the women's game will follow. Tune in to JCTV on Monday for all the scores of this weekend's athletic events. And now we have a third of 4 special reports on the Minnesota Twins by JCTV reporter Courtney Oliver. She caught up with Jason Kubel.
Have you adjusted to being a well-known Major League Baseball player yet, or waking up in the morning, do you still have that awe and excitement?
Well, I've been doing this for about 7 years already, so kind of gotten it down. And but yeah, still every now and then, it's just you wake up and you're like, wow, it's what I want to do my whole life, and I'm doing it, and I can continue doing it.
So did you grow up always wanting to be a baseball player?
Oh yeah, I did. It was my childhood dream, and came true. I'm living it, and I look forward to continuing it.
What steps did you take to achieve your goal?
It's just I lived in California, where weather there is always nice to play all year round, so I never really stopped playing. Just kept practicing, working, kept getting better, and it paid off.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you for joining me this evening. It's always our pleasure at JCTV to connect the campus with the community. Have a great weekend. I'm Matthew Nies in Jamestown.